Welcome back. Today, our goal is to add introduction sliders with next and previous buttons in our application. Let's dive in. For our goal, we will use a library React Native Snap Carousel. Search in Google and jump to the npm page of this library. Copy the installation command. Paste in our project root directory and hit enter to install the package. We can now run our application. We are going to add the sliders in app.js file. Let's clear the unwanted code. We will keep only safe area view and remove all others. Add the carousel from installed package. We will need to feed the data to the carousel. Let's generate the data. This will contain ID and title. We will add 3 such sliders. We will also need to add render item property along with slider width and item width. Set slider width same as the screen width using dimensions.getWindow.width. Item width will also be same as slider width. We need to define the render item function. This will return simple text with title inside. Here we have the sliders. Let's customize this now. We will add vector image to each slider. For this, there is a free-to-use collection of icons and images on Freepik. Just choose vectors and search with the desired keyword. We will be presented with multiple results including free and paid one. Let's pick one vector image. We can edit the colors of the vector image. Once changed, hit the download button to download the image. I've already downloaded the slider images as per our need. We will copy these images to our project. Let's create a new folder for images under src. Assets. Images. This is the first image. Second. And the third. But before copying these images, let's rename them to make them more easy to access. First one is browse. Second one is pay. And third one is track. Let's copy them in images folder. In render item, we will add the image. Wrap the text with a view component. Add the image component with source. We need to use require as we will be using local image. Add the path of the image. Let's set the height, same as the screen width. Also, the image width be same as the screen width. We have single image set to all 3 sliders. Let's add the images in the data array. To easily point out the image, we will create an index.js file inside Images folder. Create the images object with key value pair. We will add all the images in this object. Export the images object as default. Let's replace the file path with the images object link. Now, we'll add the images to data array. Make the image dynamic. Let's customize the title. Increase the font size. Make it bold. Add the padding. Now, we'll add the description in our data array. Add the description text below title. Change the description style. To add the page indicators, we need to use pagination component provided by the Carousel library. Go to the pagination component documentation. We can see it has two mandatory properties, active.index and .length. Let's add active.index first and assign it to 0. Copy the .length. We have 3 sliders, so assign value 3. But changing the slider won't update the pagination dots. For this we will add a state in reference to the carousel. Also, we need to add the onSnapToItem callback to update the active index state. Here we go. Let's add a button at the top to skip the sliders. We'll align it to the end of the screen. The components look too close to each other. Let's justify them to occupy whole screen. Now add the next and previous buttons. This will be the next button. Let's add the previous button. Align them to appear side by side. Change the color to light gray. We need to add the touchable without opacity to make the views clickable. Carousel Snap to Item will trigger the slide change event. For the next button, we will increase the active dot index. It seems working fine. For previous button, we will decrease the active dot index. Here we go. Finally, let's customize the pagination dots. We can do this by adding dot style property in the pagination component. For inactive dots, we need to add another property, inactive dot style. Let's change the color of the dots. This is it. In the next video, we will learn to add the vector icons in our project. We will assign those icons to the next and previous buttons. If you find this tutorial series useful, share it with your friends and make them subscribe the channel. See you in the next video.